Hello! Today we are going to be playing Qbert, which is a classic arcade game from 1982. I did play it for the first time today, about half an hour ago, and found out my file was corrupted when editing the video, which is very, very sad. I really wish I had my first initial reaction to it, but hopefully me being slightly better at playing it will make it a little more worthwhile, because I was astronomically bad at it. So let's start. So Qbert is this little guy jumping around trying to get like tiles in different colors. I really don't know what's up with him, except that he is very adorable. And I'm finally getting a hang on the... Oh no. So see, just because I said that, then I immediately died. That's how it works. Oh, I still have one life. Okay. To... Okay, game over. But to reiterate a couple of my thoughts when I was first playing it, I remember my first impression being that I really liked the graphics. I really like what they did to create the environment, and I really like the colors used. They remind me a lot of just like the 80s arcades in general. Because at least for me personally, the first thing I think of when I think of 80s arcades is like the fun little carpets with a bunch of like texture and like patterns and stuff. And to me, the style and aesthetics of this game reminds me just a lot of those like little fun little carpets. As you can see, I'm still not any better at the game. Oh wow, I was almost there. I'm having a hard time memorizing which control switch, and I know it asked me first thing. Okay, it asked me first thing if my controls were good. I feel like no matter what, I would not really be able to get them, just because of how used I am to like the arrow keys for games being exactly what they are. So like anything really diverting from that, it takes me like a good minute to like understand. But you know, ultimately is okay. Oh no, I was trying to jump on the platform. It's fine. But yeah, I really like the graphics of this game. I think they're very nice. They're very cute. They remind me a lot of the 80s, which it was already the 80s. And there we go. We got to level 2. I didn't get to level 2 first time around, so you guys are already seeing me do... I mean, it's still level 1 apparently, just round 2, okay. We got some new little guys to fight, which is fun. I hate the snake. And we died. But yeah, I quite like this game. I have the feeling it would be easier to play in an actual arcade. Mostly because I feel like the controls would make a little more sense than trying to like fix them and make them for a laptop in like 2023. But I might be wrong. The controls might have been the exact same one. I don't know if the initial screen was also on the original arcade. But I don't know. Maybe kids in the 80s were just smarter than I am. Oh no. But I do really like the game, and I completely lost, so we're gonna be stopping here. I feel like I definitely could get better with a lot of practice. Hi, future me here with final thoughts. As I mentioned before, I really quite like the graphics. I find the overall color palette to be really pleasing to look at, and I really like that as far as I could see the villains were color coded. It makes it like really easy to avoid reds and purples, especially when you know the reds are gonna like jump by you and the purples are going to especially chase you. I also really like the color they chose for Qbert, the orange. It's really different from all the colors around them and makes it really easy to like figure out where you are in the game. It like really makes it stand out. I really like the environment, as mentioned. It's really easy to see how that was like one of the early platformer games, and it's really obvious how it eventually became predecessor for a lot of games with similar maps, and I quite like that. I personally didn't really understand the scoring, but it didn't really affect my experience. I really usually don't understand scoring in games like this, so it didn't really bother me at all. I thought it was a really fun game, and I would absolutely play it again.